All right, as we start with our lab on using the indicator, we've got to be familiar with several different things and some of our other tools that we are using besides the indicator. In this case, when we go to use and do our test for repeatability, or if we're testing several different parts using the indicator, the first tool that we need is going to be some gauge blocks. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we ring out the gauge blocks to set this up. Now, I've already taken a measurement of what I need to test these parts. I've got these 3 parts here, and the dimension that I'm looking for that I need these parts to hold is 1 inch 521 thousandths. So I'm going to come here to my gauge blocks set, and we're going to choose the correct number to add up and stack those blocks together. So if you take a look at this, I know that I need to be 1 inch 521 thousandths. So I've got this 101 thousandths. So I'm going to grab that one. And I've got 120 thousandths block. So 101 thousandths and 120 thousandths gives me 221. And then I can also say, all right, well, I also need to add the 300. So there I'm going to be at 521 thousandths, and my 1 inch block will give me the sizes when I stack all of these together to set this up. So now let me show you how this goes. I'm going to start here with my 2 smallest ones. Now remember, our gauge blocks are highly precise tools. They are finely ground, polished, perfect surface. And if you remember from industrial materials, when we get perfectly flat surfaces, on a molecular level, we get a little principle of adhesion here. So I'm just taking these and I'm rubbing these together. We call this ringing the blocks. Now look, we're using that surface adhesion between these blocks, and notice how they stick together. So those are those 2. I'm going in with these. Now notice I'm taking my fingers. I'm making sure that these are clean. I'm kind of rubbing them between my fingers just to warm them up. We're exciting the molecules in that metal a little bit. We're heating it up and getting it so that we can use that for that adhesion here too. And then I'm just going to rub these together, get a little friction going. So there we go. And now notice that. So how they stick together. We're going to do the same thing here with our 1 inch. So we'll do the same thing. We're rubbing these together. We're ringing these blocks, gauge blocks together. And then I'm just going to kind of go back and forth like this till I get it set. Now I know that this, if I took a micrometer on this and measured it, it would measure exactly 1 inch 521 thousandths. So we're going to use that to set our size, because that's the dimension we're looking for in this test.